Kia ora Rotorua, I'm Ashley Rolfe and this is City News. In tonight's bulletin, the game bird hunting season starts tomorrow morning. The Salvation Army hosts the Mayor ahead of the Red Shield appeal. And in sport, Steve O'Callaghan returns to complete unfinished business in this year's 46th marathon. Those stories and more ahead tonight. Thanks for joining us. The game bird hunting season starts tomorrow morning, and Fish and Game Officer Anthony Van Dorp says that the season prospects are looking great. He says with good duck numbers leading into the season and reasonably dry weather, there will be a lot of ducks coming into some of the permanent ponds. Rangers will also be out checking for licences and compliance with game season regulations and surveying hunters on their success. The Rotorua Salvation Army is gearing up for next week's Red Shield appeal, and yesterday they invited His Worship the Mayor, Kevin Winters, to take a tour of the offices at Community House and learn a little more about what a wonderful job the Salvation Army does in our community. We asked Mayor Winters about his views on the organisation.
They're a very busy operation here, and so I'm really encouraged with what they're doing, and I'm really encouraged that people give to the Salvation Army for their appeal all next week. It's a worthy cause, and it helps people to who are in the lower socioeconomic demographics, but I think that we all need to give generously for next week.
And when we asked what the public should do when they see collectors out and about next week, the Salvation Army had this to say.
We just say thank you very much for your support, because the support that they give to us helps us to extend our work, it helps us to help the needs of the community. So we just say a big thank you. We've said a big thank you many times, and we'll keep on saying thank you, because it comes right from deep within us, the appreciation of our community to the work that we're endeavouring to do for the local people here in the lovely city of Rotorua.
The Salvation Army Red Shield appeal runs from Monday, and if you would like to volunteer some of your time to help collect, you can phone the Salvation Army on 347 4468. New Zealand Windfarms Limited yesterday detailed commitments it had received from major shareholders as a part of its $31.4 million rights issue, which closed today, and a local group has confirmed its interests. The company says that Rotorua Perpetual Capital Fund Limited has taken up the rights worth $400,000 and has an commitment of same amount. Shareholders have the right to buy 8 new shares for every 3, held at 15 cents each. Treasure Rotorua, a collaborative project between Rotorua District Council and a number of local agencies, is aiming to achieve International Safe Community designation for Rotorua in June this year. Team leader Amy Royston says that the group has identified alcohol-related harm, violence, crime, road safety and injury prevention as priority areas for the Rotorua district. The concept is coordinated by the World Health Organization. And in Friday night sport, local roofer Stephen O'Callaghan, run down in the closing stages of last year's Rotorua Marathon, has returned to complete unfinished business in this year's 46th marathon. O'Callaghan stumbled metres from the finishing line while leading, allowing Scott Winton to snatch the victory a year ago. But he will face tough competition from the Gold Coast-based Dale Warrender, who is chasing a record equalling 4th victory. Just over 2,000 runners have entered the event. Now your weather for Rotorua and surrounding areas tonight. Fine with northwesterlies, a low of 10. Tomorrow Saturday, morning rain with fresh southwesterlies, a high of 17 and a low of 5. And long range through to Sunday, mainly fine with southerlies easing, high of 16 and a low of 5. And your marine forecast for Lake Rotorua tomorrow Saturday, southwesterlies 10 knots in the morning, rising to 20 knots in the afternoon, waves rising to half a metre in the afternoon, early rain easing with a few showers. Now, if you missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to www.tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link and the link below that for latest Rotorua events. Now, stay with us. Still to come tonight, Steve finds out about this year's Red Shield appeal with the Salvation Army. Glennie C. Rank updates us on the Convention Rotorua redevelopments. And Sergeant Steve Sutton explains more about the mobile policing unit. It's your news, Rotorua City News, with more from around your region next.